modern world would probably like you to believe that women like nice guys. Guys that brings them flowers, worship them like goddesses. But the fact is, boys, it's a sad reality. And chivalry is dead. It is a complete lie in the new age. I've come to personally realize that women love the opposite. A bad boy. The guy that doesn't take shit. Owns his masculinity and leads from the front as an alpha. So boys, I put together a presentation to run you through how to be a bad boy. And hopefully you enjoy it. See you boys on the inside. All right, boys, let's get started. So why modern women love bad boys? How to be a bad boy, okay? So in this picture, you can kind of see where we're heading, right? As you see, this guy's extremely masculine, grabbing his woman and controlling her, right? Showing public affection, and it's just a bad boy type of vibration, right? Okay? So my personal opinion and my personal experience through life, I've come to learn that women make rules for nice guys and they break them for bad guys. And what I mean by that is, so as you see Harry up here at the top, he's a nice guy, right? Probably a guy working at IT tech for Facebook, right? And Harry sits in his room every day beating the bed sheets, right? Without a woman, with lotion and a screen, bleeding his eyelids out, right? And there's me, Hendry. We're beautiful women, as you see. And all of these women, right, admire me because of my charismatic energy, the bad boy complex, right? What is this bad boy complex? It's four different women, as you see in the photos. This is all in one night. The bad boy complex is not giving a fuck, guys. The bad boy complex is being extremely confident in who you are and owning that as a masculine man, right? And so Harry still has some things to learn because Harry's still inside his mom's basement. Again, IT guys getting paid six figures, but doesn't understand the modern age. Doesn't understand the modern woman. The modern woman has an abundance of opportunities. And she only makes rooms for the bad guys. Okay? So in this presentation, guys, we're going to go through the three cornerstones of being a bad boy and what that means. Okay? From the first point, you have to understand the modern woman's female nature in the current dating market. Guys, chivalry is it's dead. It's a new reality in 2023 and on to the future with social media and just the future of evolving technology. We're entering a new dating market. Okay? And then in the second point, I'm going to go through the non-bad boy traits women can't resist. And it's easy. Most of you guys have these, but you haven't tapped into it, right? And the last point I'm going to make is how can you be a bad boy? By the end of this video, you're going to understand how to be a bad boy and you're going to live your life as a badass. All right. So, these beautiful women right here are what we call the modern woman. The modern woman wants a guy that is capable of aggression, but can control it. Not a guy that's gonna blow up like an atomic bomb just because somebody steps on his shoe, but a guy that can show masculinity and control his frame in whatever setting. That can be a protector. Not a guy that's weak, femely, and measly, right? And this all goes down to Jordan's Peterson's concept of the Beauty and the Beast. So according to Jordan Peterson, if you watch the movie Beauty and Beast, the Disney movie, she falls in love with the Beast because she realized that he's very capable of being dangerous, but also it can be tamed, and she feels like she can be the one to tame him. And at the end, she tames his aggression and turns him from a beast to a prince. And this is the concept that all the modern women in our modern age have in their subconscious mind. It comes from Disney. You know, we was raised in the Disney age. If you was born from the 90s into the 2000s, you've seen Beauty and the Beast. And women grow up with this dream like imagination of being beauty and wanting a man that's a beast. And this is why bad boys win. The next concept Jordan Peterson talked about is women's pornographic search history, according to Google. And according to Google, women search for things like on porn, and this is research by Google. They search for vampires, billionaires, uh, killers, and werewolves. This is the search history. And women are more prone to story. Men are more prone to imagery. And so this goes back to that masculine frame of the bad boy, right? They want somebody that's dangerous. This is the new modern age. And also, women always date up. So, as a bad boy, women want to look up to their partner, they don't want to be equal. Women always look for, how can I move up in life? How can I get to the next level? Because they have an abundance mindset. Women are born with their value, guys. We have to earn our value. Women are born in the womb as beautiful creatures that come in this world, and they're given the world by their fathers and by society. Men, it doesn't matter how you look, fellas. It's about what's your value to society. And so this is the modern woman's psyche, the psyche of being given things, right? Without having to earn them, just in the world, born beautiful, born with 100 DMs, born with athletes, artists, entertainers, DMing them at the age of 16 to 18 when they become legal. And this is what you have to deal with, right? So this is why we have to become bad boys. This is why you have to live the life of a bad boy. And being a bad boy is not a bad thing, right? Being a bad boy is owning your masculinity. So, guys, let's get into the non-bad boys traits. Number one, the bad boy doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks. It never crosses his mind what other people think about him. Right now, I'm at the pool, there's people around me, but hey, who cares? I'm going to teach you guys what I know. The next is the bad boy is unpredictable. Never let people know your next move. This includes women and men. The people, when they know your next move, they looking to disrupt it and try to get in between you and your vision. Next, the third is the bad boy is authentic to himself. You have to be who you are, right? And the next is independent. No woman wants a guy that's a dependent guy, that's dependent on his mom, dependent on her to pay bills. Never be that guy. Fifth, supreme confidence. The guy that walks through the world with supreme confidence gets lucky with opportunities. That's just human psychology. That's just the law of attraction, like the law of gravity. The guy that's more confident is the guy that always wins. And the next point, the sixth point, is not trying too much, not trying to be who you aren't. Me, like right now, I smoke cigars. I've been smoking cigars since I was literally 17 years old. It's not because I watched Andrew Tate and I'm red pilled and now I'm smoking cigars. No, I've been doing this for a long time. I smoked my first cigar in spring break in high school when I was in like the 10th grade, right? This is me. I'm not trying to be too much. This is me. This is reality. I'm enjoying myself by the pool. I'm not trying to do a lot. That's why my shirt is off. You know, it is what it is. The next is you have to be naturally dominant. Women like to follow guys. They don't want to be leaders. If a woman has to lead you, trust me, she's looking for the next option, or he's already in the back. But don't want to back out when you're not around her. Eighth point is to be unapologetically bold. Always be bold in what you do. You can never go wrong with being bold. If you make a mistake and you're bold, it's okay. It makes up in the energy of being the boldness. That's one of the laws of 48, the 48 laws of power is being bold. And the last point is to own your shit. Own who you are. If you make a mistake, own it. Fuck them. Guys, if you make a mistake in life, own your shit. Nobody's perfect. If you cheat, be upfront with her. Don't hide and run around like a pussy. In my last relationship, I was totally honest. Now, did it end in the best way? No, because a lot of women don't like honesty. They'll say, hey, I'm willing to settle. I want to be with a high value man. Thank you for being honest with me and let me know you're going to have, other women. But at the end of the day, they can't take it in the long haul. Some women can, but some women can, right? And the reality is when you become a bad boy and you become an elite individual, women will start, molding to what you want in life. They will take the shit. But also some women that will not, right? That's the reality. But always own your shit. Never be a pussy and run away from your problems in life. These are the 9 bad boys traits. The next is how can you be a bad boy? So I just gave you the 9 bad boy traits. And now we're going to talk about how you can become a bad boy today. Right now, how can you become a bad boy? Well, the first thing is you have to realize health is the true wealth. It doesn't matter how much money you have, guys, in your account. The reality is your health is the main thing. What do you feed yourself? What content are you absorbing each day? Who are you talking to? You will be as successful as the people that you talk to for no apparent reason. That's the reality of life. The next is you have to understand human nature in life. You have to understand psychology. You have to understand people in the world and how things work. You can't walk around and not know human nature and think you're going to be, a high value asset to society. So the third point is understanding the female nature. You can't catch a fish unless you know how to get the right bait. So you can't understand female unless you understand their nature, their psyche. You win women through their mind, guys. The physical is temporary. The next point is to recreate yourself. Recreate your self image. Every 2 to 3 years, I recreate who I am. Last year, I had dreads. I cut them off. Now I got braids, right? I'm recreating who I am. And I'm giving society this new person with new standards, with new realities, with new visions, with new dreams. The next point is to become a reader. You can't do nothing in life unless you are self educated. Men and women only respect people that have an intelligent superiority to them. So reading is the new elite. The next is to become dangerous. If you can't defend yourself, you might as well go back in the house. You have to be dangerous, but control it. But if anything happens, you have to be able to defend yourself and not run away, not try to cower away. If you have to defend yourself, do it. Hey, if you can leave the situation, leave. But if it gets to the point where you have to defend yourself, you have to be that. You have to become dangerous. Women admire a dangerous man. Next is to dispose of all your vices for 12 months and focus on you. So for all my guys that's addicted to porn, that's addicted to marijuana, that's addicted to social media and watching pointless things or the video games, for 12 months, I need you to go in monk mode. I need you to dispose of the filth in your mind and become someone new, become someone great. You have to be like Jesus and go into the wilderness for 30 days, 40 days, and 40 nights. But your 40 days is 12 months. 1 year can transform your whole life. The next point is to get jacked and get rich. Being jacked, guys, is sexy. Being rich is sexy. This is bad boys. You can't be a bad boy and not be jacked, not be in shape. You can't be a bad boy and not be rich. Rich is a mindset first. The outside will come in terms with what you think. This is metaphysics. Research metaphysics and understand whatever you think you shall become. Everything in your life comes from your mind. So get jacked and become rich. And the last point, guys, the last PowerPoint we've come to is the bonus. These are action steps for you to become a bad boy, to become great, to become a stallion, a black stallion. I'm a stallion. Become a stallion. Number one, you have to find a mentor or a coach. Actually be vulnerable, be honest, be coachable, be moldable, right? If you want to be better than what you are, you can't do it with the same subconscious programming you have now. You have to get around people that's already where you at, people that know more than you, and you have to be willing to be coached. Throughout my life, I've had so many coaches, so many mentors that did so many different things in my life. I had a mentor that taught me about credit. Jay-Z talked about credit is the most important thing to society to being wealthy. It is. I learned about real estate from a guy that had Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce Cullinans, uh, Aston Martin, so many other cars. I just learned about rich and wealth from this real estate agent that was the top 1% agent in the state of Georgia. And so being coachable and having a mentorship and investing in courses. Last year, guys, I invested over probably $15,000 in courses. So you have to be, you know, diligent and at God's speed with finding a mentor and being coachable. Next is sign up for your nearest boxing and fitness gym. This is so you can be dangerous. Just getting in boxing classes and being in the gym and getting fit, it makes you dangerous. Hitting the bag, go to YouTube, watch some tutorials, buy some gloves, buy some 9 ounce gloves and just start hitting the bag. Just start with your jab. Start with your jab. Start with your jab. Start with your jab. Get your mold. Get your vision. Become dangerous. The third point is 3 books that will transform your life, and I'm gonna give them to you. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. That book will transform your psyche. Tony Robbins is one of the number one motivational speakers in the world and has been for decades. Next is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is one of the key books in my life. I've read this book over for sure 5 to 6 times, you know, and it's going to transform your whole life. You have to understand that thinking and growing rich is the first step before you actually manifest rich. Next point, the next book is Millionaire Fastlane. This book will teach you how to become rich through the internet. It's a huge, huge key. The fourth bonus I'm going to give you is the book a 30-minute call with me or mentorship in the bio or the description. Once you book that call, I will be dedicated to helping you grow. We will do one-on-one calls. We're going to get you to where you want to be in 2023. I'm going to make sure that you're confident, for sure. And the last point is to start today. Start as soon as I finish this video. You guys are great. Understand that it's a mentality. Bad boy is more than just, you know, surface level. Bad boy is a mentality, a way to live. Bad boy is a respected guy. I think The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is a bad boy. I think James Bond is a bad boy. I think Leonardo DiCaprio is a bad boy. I think Andrew Tate is a bad boy. And most important, guys, I think you're a bad boy. I'm ending this video. Hendry out. Book a mentorship or a one-on-one call if you want to be great, or if you want to transform your life and be a bad boy.